Hi, I'm Joel Grimm, National Sales Manager at Thor Motor Coach. Today we're going to go over the all-new 2016 Chateau Class C motorhome, joined by Ryan Nienhaus, Sales Representative.
Thanks for having me, Joel.
Ryan, please go over some of the things that make this coach stronger and safer when going down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. At Thor Motor Coach, we pride ourselves on quality construction, and safety is the utmost importance as well. I think the best way to go over all that is just to show you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All of our motorhomes are engineered using the best combination of aluminum, steel, and fiberglass. The walls and roof are constructed from aluminum, which provides a strong yet lightweight skeleton to support the overall house of the motorhome. Our floors are built from steel. The heavier steel construction helps lower the overall center of gravity of the motorhome, while providing an excellent platform to help insulate the interior of the RV from road noise. The insulation within the walls, roof, and floor is low-density polystyrene foam. The insulation is form-fitted to all structural areas to provide protection from the exterior elements. The sidewalls are finished in fiberglass. Large flat sheets or rolls of fiberglass are laid upon a lamination table to be prepped and bonded to the aluminum structure. A large glue applicator runs beads of adhesive every inch down the length of the structure to ensure 100% coverage. Now the lamination process takes place. The entire walls, roof, and floor are inserted into an individual lamination bed where air is removed and pressure is applied, causing the adhesive in the walls to flash, also known as vacuum bonding. This flashing permanently bonds all the layers together, providing an optimal structure to build a motorhome. With the lamination process complete, a final routing of all cutouts in the structure is performed. All openings in the walls and roof are framed in aluminum, while the floor is all framed in steel. This extra step ensures the openings are always sized correctly, so items like windows, vents, and entry doors will fit each and every time.
Well, that seems like a well-constructed motorhome.
Definitely.
You know, the main question I have is whether you're taking a weekend getaway, Ryan, or going on a long trip across the country, how much storage does this Chateau have to offer us?
Yeah, it's a really good point. We all know that storage is a premium when you go camping.
Sure.
As you can see on this particular model, we have two different storage compartments on the patio side. This front storage is actually all rotocast storage compartment. Basically it's an ABS plastic, like a heavy-duty bucket turned on its side. We're not using a carpeted lined compartment or a metal or steel or any type of metal in our storage compartments. That's going to prevent against mold, mildew, any types of
Rusting or anything like that going on?
That, exactly.
Very nice. Well, I tell you, if you got your camping gear in there too, it makes a lot of sense just to clean it out. You can
Definitely.
spray it out.
You can treat it rough. If there's any mud in there, you can spray it out, clean it. Easy to use.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Very nice. Well, I can't help to notice too when I walk down the side of this Chateau is the look of the motorhome. It looks like a full body paint motorhome.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about the appearance of it?
Well, the exterior is called HD Max. It's a colored fiberglass exterior. And as you mentioned, it does look like full body paint, but it actually comes in at a fraction of full body paint cost. The fiberglass itself is this painted color.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it gives you a good look when you're rolling down the road. Also, it's easier to maintain or repair. If you do get any scratches or nicks in this, you can just buff it out because it is a marine grade quality fiberglass.
Very nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very nice. So I noticed too with this big storage compartment here, you got your patio awning.
Definitely, yeah. Patio awning is all automatic, it's all electric, one button, it'll fully extend, fully adjustable when it is extended. You also notice you've got the LED light strip in there to provide you a little bit extra lighting when you're camping at night.
That is a nice feature to have too.
Yeah.
Coming down, is that, so there you said there's another storage
compartment?
compartment?
So we have our second storage compartment. Again, we all bring more stuff when we go camping with us than we usually have room for, but it's nice to have two storage compartments on the patio side. This one's all linoleum lined. Again, you do have an LED light in your compartment so you can access your equipment when you're out here at night. Plenty of room too, huge storage. The other thing you do have is it's side hinge, so if you need to access this while the slide is out, you can still do that.
Very nice, very nice. Well, the campsite of the motorhome, Ryan, I got to say, is very sharp looking, lots of storage, patio awning. Done a very nice job with it. If you don't mind, maybe you can show me some features on the back of the motorhome.
Definitely, let's do it.
Just curious, what type of towing capabilities do we have with this Chateau Class C motorhome? You know, if we wanted to tow a car or a trailer or anything, you know, a boat or anything behind this coach.
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, this is this particular model is 26 feet. It's usually short enough to just use as your primary vehicle, but a lot of customers do want to take a tow vehicle. Thor Motor Coach actually implements the industry-leading 8,000-pound hitch.
Wow.
On all Chateau Class Cs.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah, so if you were wanting to bring a small vehicle, you can definitely tow that behind you as well.
Very nice.
Yeah. Other items to point out on the back side of the coach, we do have a roof access ladder here, so if you want to get up to the roof, check out anything up there, you're able to do that. Another thing I want to point out, we mentioned safety earlier. We do have a backup camera as an option on all of our Chateau Class Cs as well. That way when you're backing up, you can actually see where you're going. And it also runs when you're going forward down the road. So it will serve as basically a rear view camera or a rear view.
Sure, so if you're towing something, you can keep an eye on it going down the road.
There. Absolutely, we all know that's very important.
Well, that's great thinking, and that sounds like innovation from Thor Motor Coach.
Definitely, we put a premium on innovation.
Awesome. Well, if you wouldn't mind, maybe we can take a look on the other side of the motorhome, the non-camp side. Well, Ryan, you know, I hear the word self-contained a lot used in motorhomes.
Sure.
Don't typically hear it in travel trailers. If you wouldn't mind, can you explain to me exactly what self-contained means in a motorhome?
Yeah, absolutely. Self-contained, what we're referring to there is having the ability to bring all the conveniences of a home while you're out camping. So what that entails would be things like a fresh water tank, a black tank, a gray tank. We also, all of our Chateau Class Cs come standard with the 4,000 watt Onan generator, which is going to power all of your electrics.
Is that just the exhaust of the generator here?
Correct, yeah. And again, notice that it's on the service side of the coach, not on the patio side where you're going to be camping. So basically what we're trying to accomplish there with a self-contained unit, like I mentioned before, is bringing all the conveniences of home when you're out on the road.
Wow, that's great.
Definitely.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to take me around the all-new 2016 Chateau. And if you don't mind, maybe we can take a look on the inside and see all the great things it has to offer this year.
Definitely, you'll love the inside.
Alrighty, great. Now we're in the cab area, and I just wanted you to talk a little bit about what makes this Chateau drive and maneuver so nicely when going down the road.
Definitely. One of the great things about a Class C is it's built on a van cutaway chassis, which is very familiar for most drivers. This particular one's built on a Ford E450 chassis with a Triton 6.8 liter V10. 305 horsepower with that.
Wow.
And 420 foot-pounds of torque, so plenty of power to get up those hills.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and something else that is important to myself, my family, and most folks when they go out and buy a new vehicle is safety. You know, because this is a vehicle going down the road with your family traveling with you. What does this cab area offer to ensure that you can maximize the safety of all your family and friends that are in the vehicle with you?
Yeah, safety is a premium again. Going in terms of the cab, what we have in terms of safety items would be 2 airbags, airbag here, airbag for your passenger as well. Visibility, I have two-way mirrors here. I also have the option to upgrade these mirrors to side view cameras. So if I'm going down the road, I can turn my left turn signal on, and the mirror will actually display here in my dash.
Wow, so it kind of takes the guessing out of switching lanes and make sure you don't run somebody off the road.
Definitely.
That's great.
In addition to that, we do have 3-point safety belts up here as well. They're anchored into steel, pull tested, everything like that. And then the other thing we do for safety is we actually, before we even get the coach, we send it to a company called Motorhome, and they do the upfitting of our entire chassis as well.
At Thor Motor Coach, we build many of the world's most recognized brands of motorhomes. To make sure your new motorhome is the perfect fit for you and your family, our engineers work with MoreRide International, the leader in chassis modification, to design and construct the foundation for your motorhome. MoreRide provides the steel assembly that makes up the basement storage and support structure of the motorhome. Raw chassis come to us from leading chassis builders like Ford, Chevrolet, Freightliner, and Mercedes-Benz. Computer-aided design models allow Thor Motor Coach engineers to provide MoreRide all the information needed to make the perfect parts for each chassis. A specialized steel cutting and forming process is used for each individual part. The use of these metal forming machines help create consistency throughout the build. Many chassis need to be modified based on the floor plan of the motorhome. These chassis will be stretched to provide the optimum combination of storage and drivability. Steel C-channels are welded in place to provide strength and rigidity. The lengthening of the chassis requires a modified drive line. New drive shafts connect to the transmission and rear differential. Specialized machines are used to create the correct drive angles and balance the new drive shafts before being installed on the unit. Steel cross members make up the largest section of the structure, spanning horizontally from side to side over the main frame rails. These cross members support the floor of the coach while evenly spreading the weight of the coach for better stability while driving. With the newly formed structure in place, the chassis is brought in for painting to protect the raw steel from the elements. This special paint is formulated to help inhibit rust and corrosion. Special attention is spent to ensure only the steel structure is painted, leaving all of the automotive components with the standard coating provided by the chassis manufacturer. Even though you can't see what is beneath the beauty of the motorhome, you can be certain Thor Motor Coach and More Ride International have created a strong foundation meant to stand the test of time.
Wow, Ryan, that's pretty impressive of what More Ride does for Thor Motor Coach in the Chateau product. One last thing up in this cab area, you know, GPS is so popular in almost all vehicles, new vehicles today. One, does the Thor Motor Coach Chateau offer GPS, and if so, what type?
Yeah, it's a really great question. When you're going camping, you're not doing it in your backyard typically. The great part of an RV is you can go see the whole country. To your question, GPS is actually, we don't offer it in the dash. What we do have though, we all have smartphones now, and typically all these smartphones do have a GPS feature in there. So what you can see here, you have the HDMI input. So if I were to plug this phone in through an HDMI cord, it has a mirror function. So anything that shows up on my phone will actually show up on the screen. That's really convenient because I can use the GPS on my phone. Real familiar system, updates all the time, and even my passenger can update the addresses as I'm going from place to place.
I noticed too that there's a USB charger here. Does that mean that you can keep your phone charged as you're using your GPS going down the road?
Exactly, you can do that as well. You can charge your phone, you can even play music off of your phone if you wanted to do that. Definitely.
Wow, well, that's innovation at its best. Well, thank you for taking me through the cab area of this Thor Motor Coach Chateau, and if we can take us through the living area and take a look at what it has to offer.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, Ryan, now that you've taken me through the outside of this 2016 Chateau and through the cab area, I can't help but to notice the residential look of the inside of this motorhome. One thing that I understand is important when you're traveling is sleeping capacity. Can you go through and show us what type of sleeping capacity this coach has?
Yeah, and that's a great feature of a Class C, is the amount of sleeping capacity you do have in that kind of coach. We have a booth dinette here that actually turns into a sleeper. In addition, you've got your sofa here, which is a jackknife sofa. It'll flip down, basically like a futon.
Right.
Okay. In addition to that, the Class Cs are obviously famous for having sleeping in the cab over as well. When you go back into the living area, we have a full-sized walk-around queen bed back there. So when you talk about a 26-foot motorhome on this particular model, you've got sleeping for almost 8 people on this.
Wow, that's a lot.
You can bring your whole family with you.
That will bring a whole family with you. Also, I noticed too, couldn't help to notice when I came in this coach, is there's no carpet in this motorhome.
Yeah.
I've been camping before,
Right.
and anytime you're bringing dirt into a motorhome, it's always a nuisance to try to keep the carpet clean. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, keeping camping in mind when we built this. All linoleum throughout the coach. Into the bedroom, even under the dinette, where we mentioned families before, kids spill drinks all the time, right?
Sure.
You don't want to have stains and odors and things like that. So all linoleum all the way throughout. Underneath that, we use a 24-foot piece of structure wood decking underneath that to provide a little bit more stability as well.
Very nice. You talked a lot about the exterior storage and how important it is. I noticed as well that there's a lot of interior storage in this 26-foot motorhome.
Right. House on wheels, you bring all your stuff with you when you're going camping as well, right? So interior storage, plenty of cabinetry all the way throughout on both sides of the coach. Store your pots and pans, board games, anything you want to bring with you, definitely.
I noticed you guys even think, maximizing all storage underneath the booth dinette.
No wasted space, exactly. Yeah, you've got a full extended drawer glide right there for extra storage underneath the dinette as well.
Very nice. Coming back into the kitchen, more residential features that just pop out at you. One, I noticed a double bowl sink here with a nice high-rise faucet, full double-door refrigerator. I'm assuming this is refrigerator and its own freezer on top.
Correct, yeah, absolutely.
and you know, microwave oven if you want to throw a bag of popcorn or you know, just
Exactly.
heat a meal up real quick, and a 3-burner top and a full oven here. So
Definitely. All the conveniences of home in your home kitchen you bring with you when you're going camping. We want to make sure we provide that for you.
right, very, very nice. One final thing too, the most important part, the bathroom.
Absolutely. All enclosed bathroom. You've got a shower back there. Porcelain toilet, easy to clean, a little bit more sturdy as well. You've got the sink not located outside the unit, but in the bathroom as well.
Very, very nice.
And in the bedroom drawer, you'll notice we use a completely walk-around mattress back here. We're using a Denver mattress on all of our Chateau Class Cs. A high-quality mattress. You want to be comfortable when you're sleeping at night. We mentioned also before the amount of storage space you have on the inside of this coach. You'll notice in the bedroom, too, we also have plenty of cabinetry up here to store any books or clothes or anything you want back here. Also, we put a premium on large windows to provide a lot of natural light sources coming in. And then at night, too, we're also using LED lights to provide a lot of bigger light at night. The LED lights are longer lasting. They provide a little lower draw on the battery as well.
Well, that's very nice, Ryan. I got to say, the all-new 2016 Chateau is equipped with a lot of nice features, a lot of residential features, and just a very, very nice motorhome for the 2016 product. So,
couldn't agree more.
just want to thank you for coming out today and,
Absolutely, it was a pleasure.
taking us through this coach, and
Thank you so much. Yeah,
and appreciate it a lot.
definitely.